18 WJTS Sports presents the Jasper Wildcats versus the Gutgsell Knies. This game's been brought to you by Carpet Warehouse, McDonald's, Mariners Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, DuBois County Tire and Supply, Ubler & Sons, DuBois County Cares, and Galehausen Insurance. Now let's go down to the field.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 4A Sectional Baseball here on 18 WJTS. Tonight, the Jasper Wildcats embark on sectional play, taking on the Gutgsell Knies. The Knights come in at 18-8-1 on the season. The Wildcats are 24-2, winners of 16 straight games. These two teams played back on May 4th. Cats won that battle 5-2 down at Gutgsell. It'll be Cameron Tilley on the mound for the Knights. He'll be opposed by Jasper ace Grant Stratton. We'll take a break. We'll come back to Bosse Field with more right after this. Welcome back to Bosse Field. The Gutgsell Knights take their place behind sophomore right-hander Cam Tilley. His first tournament game, Drew Benny in left, Blake Herman in center, Jacob Barrett in right, Bonnell, Niehaus, Hood, and Butler the infield. John Lawson behind the plate. The Wildcats here in the top of the first. They're the visitors. They'll have leading off and playing second base Cody Morton. Eli Hope plays center and bats second. Connor Foley is in the 3-hole at third base. So a beautiful night for baseball here. It started to warm up temperature-wise. We'll see about the weather. Obviously won't affect you watching the game now or later on, so we'll see how it shakes down here from historic Bosse Field. Cats in their black uniforms, white pants, Gutgsell all gray this evening. Morton gets ready to go here. Terry Gobert on the coaching line at third. Jason Albran over at first base. And we are ready to go here in this 4A sectional opener. First pitch poured in for a strike. Cats will either play, if they win, either Harrison or North on Saturday. That game will come your way Sunday at 1 here on 18. Next delivery, way outside, and it's 1-1. Next delivery, Morton skies at foul territory. There's a lot of room first base side. Butler over near the warning track area, if you will, hauls it in, one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 11, Eli Hope.
Eli Hope will stand in. Hope, a .368 hitter for the Wildcats. Third baseman Bonnell in on the grass here at Bosse Field. The field has come in since the first time that Jasper was down here in their game with Wrights. A little warmer as well. That was a freezing cold night. First pitch into Hope is a strike. It's 0-1. 4:05 to dead center field. Hope late on this one, sprays it foul. So Hope down on the count, 0-2. Pitch dives outside. The 1-2 to Eli. Once again, wasted foul. So one away, top of the first. Tilley committed to Auburn early in his career. Actually, no career. He didn't pitch. Called third strike outside corner as a freshman. Did not pitch, obviously. They didn't play baseball last year. So Tilley gets his strikeout. Connor Foley will stand in. Two away, Foley. Team leading 7 home runs, pitches out of the zone 1-0. Third baseman Bonnell now still even with the bag. A couple of steps in and off the line at third for the power hitting third baseman Connor Foley, who pitched in the first game against Castle. Fastball misses up and in, 2-0. Cats trying for some 2-out magic here. In the top of the first, Tilley drops a glove and comes home. Off-speed pitch, dances in for a strike, and it is 2-1. No score here on 18 WJTS. Glad you could join us for Wildcat Baseball. Next pitch. Fouls it back into the glove. Tilley's been kind of hit or miss this season for Castle. Didn't work a lot of innings. But when he is on, he's very good. Peeks over the top of the glove. The 2-2 to Connor Foley, forthcoming from Cam Tilley. Breaking ball hit off the end of the bat toward the Castle dugout. First base side. And Foley stays alive. Cats occupy that third base dugout. Dugout's very close to home plate. Once again, the break even. Foley hammers it back deep into left center field toward the scoreboard, and it's out of here. Connor Foley centers one up, and the Cats lead 1-0. He took a 2-2 pitch and absolutely hammered it to the power alley in left center field. Man, did he get into that one. 2-out home run by Foley. His 8th of the year. And here comes Wallace. Tilley ready to work. He wants to flush that out of his system. Wallace a good hitter as well. 260 on the season. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Cats lead 1-0. Here's the next pitch. Wallace wastes it foul. It's 0-2. Tilley out ahead. So the Cats on the board first. The 0-2. Barely missed. The Castle faction wanted that. So it's 1-2, Tilley. Trying to put the brakes on this inning. The 1-2 breaking ball. Wallace hits it in the right field for a base hit as he gets a 2-out single. Cat fans on their feet here early. That'll bring up Ross Peter, the Wildcat catcher. Ross at 271 on the season. 1-0 Jasper here in the top of the first inning. Wallace a short lead at first. Fastball right down the middle for a called strike. The 0-1. And that hits Peter. First and second now for the Wildcats. So they'll check on Peter. Actually, they'll run for him as usual. Blake Mann will be the courtesy runner. So Kurt Welch out to talk to his pitcher here.
Any live broadcasting of this event, including by spectators, is prohibited without approval of the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
So Welch back to the dugout. Here comes Job Lebehusen. So Stratton will work with the lead. And the way he pitches most nights, that's usually enough, but the Cats would certainly love more. Swing and miss, or actually a foul tip. 0-1. Time called. First and second, Cats with 2 away here in the first. Foley, a big fly to left center field, an absolute rocket. 0-1 to Job Leverhusen. Chance to drive in another run. Leverhusen lofts it foul. Right field side here at Bossy Field. Cats will be off and running with anything hit. And the 0-2 once again. Board plateward. Swung out and missed. Leverhusen goes down swinging. But the Wildcats get on the board on the Foley blast through a half here in the 4A sectional opener. Jasper 1, Castle nothing. We'll have more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS. Back to Bossy Field, 1-0 Wildcats. Jack Albrand will play left, in center Eli Hof. In right field, Job Leverhusen, Foley, Henke, Morton, and Wallace the infield. Behind the plate, Ross Peter as Grant Stratton gets on the hill. Stratton throws a high fastball to Niehaus, 1-0. Stratton is 8-0 on the season with a 1.28 ERA. This is his 6th start, 43 2/3 innings. This one chopped on the ground, ranging over is Morton. He'll gobble it up and throw on to Wallace, 1 down. Stratton has given up 33 hits, 10 runs, has struck out 34, or actually 43, and walked just 10. Blake Herman stands in, the center fielder, U of E bound, and he gets plunked by a pitch, so the hit bats are tied at 1 apiece here.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 30, Kyle.
So with 1 out, Kyle Bonnell will stand in for the Knights. Herman runs well at first base. Nice charged atmosphere out here tonight at Bossy Field. Cats lead 1-0. Stratton works from the stretch. He brings it home. Good pitch at the knees. Strike 1, 0-1. One away. Cats have the double play, ball in motion here. Should they get that ground ball? Stratton comes with a belt, nods a couple of times, and comes plateward. Outside pitch, he went for it, and it's 0-2. So Stratton works ahead 0-2. With 1 away after hitting the previous hitter. 0-2 the count. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball, hit up the first base line. Wallace will field it, and he'll tag the runner. Runner goes up to second base, that being Herman. Bonnell grounds to first, 2 away for John Lawson, the Castle catcher. The Knights in previous years, since the Cats have gone to 4A, knocked them out of the tournament in the sectional opener, the games that they played. 1 year it was a bye game. Castle has had dominant pitching in those spots in those 2 years. And the Cats probably should have won both games. A mistake here or there cost them. Stratton paints the outside corner with a strike, 0-1 here. Foley, even with the bag, now backs up a couple of steps. He's off the line. They play him straight away in the outfield here at this spacious ballpark. Lawson with the runner at second. It's a short lead. Stratton looks back twice, comes home. Trapped right back to the mound. Stratton slips out of the mound, then throws over to first base to end the inning. The Knights get the base runner, but they leave him out there on the hit by pitch through one here in the 4A sectional. Jasper on top of Castle 1-0. We'll step aside and have more baseball after this. Back to Bossy Field. Grant Stratton, tonight's starting pitcher, will bat against Tilly. Cats with 2 hits in that first, including the Foley home run deep to left center. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses high and tied 1-0. Cats have worked on trying to get Tilly to bring the ball down in their practice prep with the pitching machine and whatnot, cranking that thing up. And Grant swung and missed at one of those that are upstairs, but that's happened for 100 years. Those pitches look really, really good, and sometimes they're hard to catch up with. Stratton knows he's a pitcher. The 1-1. Hammer in for a strike. 1-2. Cats would play the winner of the second game here tonight, North and Harrison, Saturday at 1 o'clock. A pair of semifinal games out here, barring some weather issues. If not, Monday all day. Stratton does not offer on that pitch outside. It's 2-2. They can play the semifinals and the final on Monday like everybody else does. It's just a single game final if everything goes well weather-wise. The 2-2 to Grant. Curveball slapped up the middle. Out to shortstop, Niehaus gloves, throws, gets Stratton. We've seen Ben Hankey do that a lot at short. Of course, Colson, Montgomery, and Drew Howard, all the good shortstops that we have seen can go get that ball up the middle and do a nice job out near that bag, and Niehaus was equal to the task. That ball was not exactly hit like a rocket, but nevertheless it was a good play. And here comes the mentioned Ben Hankey here. Fastball inside and high, 1-0, 1-0 Cats here in the top half of the second inning, Bossy Field, sectional quarterfinal. Hit foul, first base side. Butler will give it a look, and it's up on the roof, and it'll roll back down. So it's 1-1 here to Hankey. Cats looking to add on here in what appears to be a good pitcher's duel between Stratton and Tilly, and the Cats drew first blood, the 1-1 here. Right down the middle for a strike, and the count goes to 1-2. Caleb Berger, the Wildcat DH, is on deck. The 1-2 offering. Barely missed low with a curveball. Didn't get Hankey to bite on it. And the count evens at 2-2. Tilly kicks and fires. High fastball popped up left side. Niehaus, the shortstop, goes over, and he'll make that catch in foul territory about 10 feet off the infield dirt. That was, with the wind blowing, a tough kind of play. And with 2 outs, here comes Caleb Berger, who's come on recently at the end of the season. They slide him in that DH spot. 312 hitter. He'll get his hacks, and usually a pretty disciplined hitter. See what he does here against Cam Tilly. He throws it outside. Leadoff man Morton on deck. Cats on top 1-0. They've out-hit the Knights 2-0 as well. Tilly kicks and deals. Swung on and missed. Tilly got a little velocity. But again, it's his first tournament game. A little different than the old summer ball. The 1-1. High and inside. 2-1. He's got a lot of talent. Of course, made that commitment to Auburn. The 2-1, he's got a lot of baseball ahead of him. Next pitch poured in there. Really good football quarterback as well for Doug Hurt and the Knights as a sophomore. 2-2 to Caleb Berger. See if he can punch one in somewhere. Tilly drops a glove, kicks and deals. Called third strike outside corner. That's a good pitcher's pitch right there. Berger probably couldn't do much with that should he have hit it. And Tilly gets his second strikeout. Cats go quietly here in the top of the second. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Wildcats 1, Knights nothing. We'll step aside and have more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS. Bottom of the second we go. Cameron Tilly against Stratton. He hit a batter, and that was it back in the first. First pitch to his counterpart. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Stratton fills that strike zone up big time. Play him straight away in the outfield. Wind kicking up a little bit toward left center field here at Bossy Field. The 0-1 breaking ball chopped on the ground Foley's way. It's going to be a tough play. Foley fields on the run. Kind of double pumps, and he's safe at first base on the infield hit. Slowly chopped up the third base line. It was going to be a tough play anyway, and the ball just bobbled a bit in the glove of Foley. And the Knights get their first hit of the game against Grant. Carter Hood will stand in, the second baseman for the Knights. So a runner at first base. Wallace will hold him on. Hood, a right-handed batter. Cats have the double play in order. Stratton throws over there, and he barely got back. Cat fans along the third base side thought they might have had him picked. Again, the ball gets away from the first baseman here at Bossy Field, just like a foul pop. There's a lot of room down both lines here. Cats looking to turn two. Stratton comes to the belt and fires. They're bunting, bunts it right back to Stratton, first base side. He drops it, picks it up, throws on. They got it. Got plenty of time. Grant made the nice play. Peter shouted out 1-1-1, and that's all they got with the sacrifice. And up to second base goes the base runner, and Jacob Barnett, the right fielder, or Barrett, I should say, Barrett. So the Knights have the tying run at second base here with one out in the bottom of the second. Cats lead 1-0. Stratton comes to the belt, checks the runner, and pours it home. Breaking ball, Frisbee, got him to swing and miss. 0-1. Stratton ready. Brings it home. This one lofted foul territory. Wallace goes over in foul territory and will make the catch. 2 away. Again, we talked about that room in foul territory here at Bossy Field. Runner still at second base for the first baseman, Chris Butler.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 18, Chris Butler.
So Butler, runner in scoring position, trying for that elusive 2-out hit here. The pause by Stratton. Breaking ball in for a strike. Sitting right directly behind home plate. You can see that good breaking ball on video as well. So 0-1 runner at second base. Takes that 2-out lead. They keep an eye on him out there. Stratton will wheel back there. You don't have to throw it. You can bluff it and back with the dive, the base runner. 2 away, 1-0 on the Foley blast back in the first. Stratton comes to the set, deals it. Breaking ball, strike 2. So 0-2, Stratton ahead. He brings it home. Hit back up the middle, into center field for a base hit. Hope charges. The runner rounds third. Here's the throw, and it's air-mailed, and the runner goes up to second base. Got to get that throw down, and we're tied at 1. Don't know if they would have had a shot at the base runner, but you got to keep that guy off second base. RBI single by Butler, and we are tied at 1. Here comes the left fielder, Drew Benny. That's one of the fundamentals that they really talk about Do not let that guy get into scoring position. You cut that throw, he stays at first. And if the throw is lower, you may have a shot at him. It's not taking away that. So Stratton deals. Squares up bunt. Snap throw down to second base. Runner gets back. One 0. Popped up, first base side, and that'll be out of play. One and one here. Outside corner. And the count is 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Stratton with the runner at second. Chop down the third baseline, foul. He's trying to get some extra bases there and drive in the second run. We're tied at 1 here in the bottom of the second. Cats got the 1 in the top of the first. So Stratton with the first baseman behind the bag. They'll jockey in behind the runner at second. The 1-2 pitch to the Castle hitter. Stratton brings it home. Breaking ball looped into left field. Albrand comes in. He will make the catch for the third out of the inning, but not before the Knights score on the RBI base hit by Butler. We have a 1-1 game after 2 complete here at Bosse Field on 18 WJTS. Back to Bosse Field. Wildcats here in the top of the third against Tilley. He's back even at 1. This one slammed into left field for a base hit off the bat of Morton to lead off the third inning. Wildcats get their third safety of the evening off Tilley, and here comes Eli Hope. He will be asked to sacrifice here. Bonnell comes in at third. Hope is not bashful about putting that down for a hit and use it for a sacrifice as well. We'll try to keep Morton close with maybe a throw over. Here's what these tournament games are all about, the execution of this bunting game. Third inning here, tied at 1. Tilley brings it home. He's going to bunt. Bunts it right back in front of the plate, and 2 Castle guys come together. Bonnell and Tilley blew that play, and it's first and second for Foley. On an error, and after the first inning, I doubt if he's going to lay one down. First and second with nobody out here. Foley hammered one to left center field his previous plate appearance. Tilley brings it home. Breaking ball strike. Sure he'll see a heavy diet of those. First and second, nobody out, Cats, and Knights 1-1. Top of the third. Play behind the runner at first. Out at second base, Morton. Foley does not bite on that one. 1-1 here. Play him to go the other way. In that gap, the left field line is wide open should he turn on one. 1-1 to counter. Tilley looks at the runner at second. Twice. Plateward. Breaking ball off the end of the bat, fouls it toward the Castle dugout. Cats have out hit the Knights 3-2 so far here early. Winner of this game will play either North or Harrison Saturday at 1. Semifinal action barring any weather difficulty. And it's a possibility later on here. The 1-2, here it is. Called third strike inside corner. Couldn't drop the barrel on it. Kind of tied him up. That's a good pitch by Tilley. He's got 3 strikeouts. And Wallace will stand in. He singled earlier. First and second, Cats here. Again, they had first and second, nobody out, but you have the meat of the order coming up. Big power threat, so they did not bunt after Hof dropped that one out in front of the plate. Time called. 0-1, or excuse me, nothing and nothing to Wallace. Left-handed batter facing the righty Tilley. Morton at second, Hof at first. Tilley delivers. Wallace is going to bunt and pulls the bat back. They throw down to second base. Safe. Runners off and moving. So now it is second and third and a 1-0 count to Wallace. So Wallace a chance to drive in 2 here. Castle infield comes in. Wallace with those hands back from the left side. The pause and the delivery. Curveball misses outside, 2-0 here. To the hitter, Andrew Wallace. Morton down at third, Hof at second. Here's the pitch from Tilley. Inside, 3-0. They do have first base open with 1 out. With Peter coming up, Ross has been good all season long. They're going to put Wallace on with a 3-0 count. Sets up the double play. And here comes Ross Peter. Tilley's first walk, so Peter trying to square one up here. If not a base hit, just drive it in the outfield somewhere. Ross was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. 1-1 Knights and Wildcats. Here in the top of the third, the bases are loaded. The righty Tilley. Fastball high. Having trouble here locating. Joe Leverhusen is on deck for the Cats. Next pitch. Foul back in the screen. Peter was on it. You know, if the Wildcats have maybe safety here, I don't know. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Peter's going to square. Pulls the bat back and it hits him, and it's 2-1. So Peter hit for the second time, a safety squeeze situation, and it's 2-1 Wildcats. Bases still loaded with 1 away. Blake Mann will run for Peter at first base for Leverhusen here. Morton had good wheels down at third. He sees that ball go to the third baseline, first baseline. He was going to score on a bunt. So here comes Job. He struck out earlier. Big spot here, 2-1 Wildcats in the top of the third. There's that safety squeeze. It's to the mound. Tilley's going to come home, and he can't make the play. He gets the guy out at first base, and it is 3-1 Wildcats. The safety squeeze executed to perfection off the bat of Job Leverhusen. Wallace down to third. Mann is at second base. 2 away, 3-1 Wildcats for Stratton. So they answer the Castle run with 2 of their own here in the third. Second and third with 2 outs. Tilley back to the full wind. He fires. Strike outside corner at the letters. It's 0-1. Oh, 0-1 delivery. Curveball does not bite. 1-1 here. Here's a pitch. Misses inside and high. 2-1 Stratton. Chance to really break it open with a base hit here. Second and third with 2 outs. They'll be running with the crack of the bat. The 2-1 to the Wildcat Hurler. Outside Black with a fastball, and the count evens at 2-2. Tilley winds and fires. Fastball. 3-2. The payoff pitch here to Stratton. Got it. Struck him out. But the Wildcats strike for 2 runs here in the top of the third with some good fundamental baseball. They lead the Knights 3-1 after 2.5. We'll have more after this on 18 WJTS. Breaking ball in for a strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Oh, and 2. Called third strike. He punched him out for the third out of the inning. Wildcats go quietly here in the top half of the 4th inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Cats on top 3-1. This is Wildcat Baseball on 18 WJTS. Back of the ballpark, John Lawson lead things off against Stratton here. Grant throwing a 2-hitter so far. Pitch on the way. Popped up into center field. Eli Hope will wait for it and grab it for the first out of the inning. That's how the last inning started for the Knights as well. Very efficient for Stratton. Throw that ball across the plate and let him hit it in the air. Here comes Cam Tilley. He singled and his courtesy runner scored back in that 1-run second for the Knights. We play here in the bottom of the 4th. Stratton delivers in for a strike. Pitch in for a strike. The 0-2 fouled away. Oh, 2 delivery. Time called to Tilley. Oh, and 2 with 1 away. Stratton stares in. He gets the side for Peter. Grant throws it. Popped up behind home plate. Peter goes toward the netting, and it's up on the roof. Oh, and 2. The 0-2 from Grant. Got him, struck him out. 2 gone. Bottom of the 4th, 3-1 Cats.
Second baseman number 24, Carter Hood.
comes Carter Hood. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his previous plate appearance. This one right at Foley, takes it out of the air for the third out of the inning. Once again, the Knights retired in order here in the bottom half of the fourth through 4 complete in this 4A sectional opener. Cats in 3, Knights 1. We'll take a break and we'll have more right after this. Back of the ballpark, Eli Hof leads things off here in the 5th. Jasper up 3-1 over the Castle Knights. First pitch to Eli, in for a strike. He tried to drop down a sacrifice bunt and did so. Tilley and the third baseman Bonnell fought over it. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Served into shallow center field. It'll drop for a base hit. Eli Hof is on with a leadoff single. 4th hit of the game for the Wildcat nine, and here comes Connor Foley. He owns one of those, a bomb to left center field out near the scoreboard. Hove good wheels at first base. See if they want to steal on Tilley and get him into scoring position. Again, I doubt very seriously if Foley's dropping one down here. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball outside, 1-0. Throw over, back in time. One and 0 the count. Foley waits. They throw over. Back again is the diving Hof. 3-1 Cats here in the top of the 5th inning. One and 0. Foley, big right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch from Tilley. Runner takes off. Throw down to second base. Bounces in. And a stolen base for Eli Hof. So Hof in scoring position for Foley here. Two-0 delivery. That misses. 3-0. Now they're going to put Foley on. That's the second time that they've walked a Wildcat hitter to create a force out. Still nobody out, though. Second walk for Tilley, and here comes Wallace. He's 1 for 1. He was one of those guys walked with 3-0 on him. Top of the 5th inning here. Pitch. Wallace slams it back into right. Going back on the right fielder. He can't come up with it. Wallace rounds first. 2 runs might score. Here comes the first one. Foley digging for the plate. Cats lead 5-1 on the rip to right field off the bat of Wallace. Wallace jumped all over that one and sent it to the boards in right field. So Kurt Welch out to talk to his pitcher here. 5-1 Wildcats here in the top of the 5th. Tilley's going to stay. Still nobody out here. So Wallace, who hammered that ball back into right.
The catcher, number 10, Ross Peter.
So here comes Ross Peter. Still nobody out, a runner at second. In on the corners, the Castle Knights. Here's the pitch. Peter takes it outside and low, 1-0. The pause. He checks the runner. Peter tries to bunt, bunts it foul. And the count goes to 1-1. One and one. Peter waits. Tilly goes back. The 1-1. Peter checks the swing. He did go. So 1-2 to Ross Peter. Wallace still out there at second base. Cats lead 5-1. Here's the next delivery. Peter right on it, fouls it back. One and two. Nobody out yet. Peter hanging tough. Here's the pitch to him. Curveball inside corner, strike three. So Tilly gets the strikeout.
The right fielder, number 6, Joe Leverhusen.
One away for Tilly. 7 punch outs. Here comes the hitter Leverhusen. He knocked in a run with the sacrifice bunt on a safety squeeze. 0-1 the count to the Wildcat right fielder. Jasper up 5-1 here in the top of the fifth from Bossy Field. Time called. They wheel back, and Wallace gets back with a throw. 0-1 here. 5-1 Cats, another 2 spot here in the fifth. Here's the pitch. Leverhusen waves at it. He's down on the count, 0-2. Oh and 2. Plateward missed high with a hard breaking ball, 1-2. One away. Wallace still out at second after that big double to right field. Time called. Tilly ready. So is Peter. The 1-2. High fastball. He lays off. Leverhusen 2-2. One away. Tilly looks back at Wallace. And the break even to Leverhusen. Curveball, slap, foul. First base side. And the count still remains at 2-2 to the hitter, Leverhusen. The break even 2-2. Got it. Struck him out. Oh, Tilly loading up the strikeouts, but the Wildcats have got to him with 5 hits. Here comes Grant Stratton with a base runner at second base and 2 away.
The pitcher, number 13, Grant Stratton.
So Stratton doing a nice job pitching today, now trying to provide something with the bat. Hammer breaking ball in for a strike from Cam Tilly. It's 0-1 for the Wildcat pitcher, Grant Stratton. Oh, 1. Foul back. Hankey would be next for the Wildcats. Oh, 2. Tilly once again checks the runner and comes home. Stratton chops it foul once again. So Grant staying alive at 0-2. Cats 5, Knights 1. Here's the pitch. Fastball up. 1-2 here to Stratton. Cats with 2 in the third and 2 more here in the fifth, still at the plate. The 1-2 to Stratton. Curveball misses low, 2-2. Two and 2 to Grant Stratton. Here's the pitch from Tilly. Missed up, 3-2. Now the ball gets away from Tilly. They threw it back at him, and he didn't look like he even wanted to move to go get it. This Castle team, they've been on hard times. They dropped 8 of 12 heading into this game tonight, and they've got better personnel than that. They've lost to some head scratchers. The 3-2. Walked him. So Troxler will run at first base in a courtesy runner situation. So Troxler runs at first. Troxler goes down there. And Kurt Welch will go to the mound. It looks like he will make a pitching change here in the top of the fifth inning. They chase Tilly from the ball game here at Bosse Field. Cats lead 5-1 here in the top of the fifth inning. We'll take a break and we'll have more Wildcat baseball right after this. Welcome back to Bosse Field. Tyler Orr on for the Knights. He has runners at first and second here with 2 outs for Ben Hankey. They chase Cam Tilly out of the game after 4 2/3. 5-run, 5-hit baseball, struck out 8, walked 3, hit 2. He's responsible for the 2 guys out on the bases right here. Orr below the belt with the glove, checks the runner at second base and comes home. Fastball right down the middle for a strike, and it's 0-1. Play behind the runner at first. Pitch to Hankey. Low. Blocked by the catcher, Lawson. And it's 1-1. One pitch. Here it is to Hankey. Pitch high. 2-1. Two one. 3-1 now. 3-1 here to Ben Hankey. Cats doing more business here in the top of the 5th inning. Hankey waits, or comes home. Line drive right at the shortstop, Niehaus, and he takes it out of the air for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before the Cats hit the Knights with a 2-spot here in the top of the 5th. They lead Castle 5-1. We'll have more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS. Welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Jacob Barrett will stand in. He popped the first earlier. Bottom of the 5th, starting to get late here for the Knights. They're down 5-1. Fisted foul. Cats win this one. They'll be out here Saturday, 1 o'clock, against either Harrison or North. Cats beat both those teams earlier. Came from behind to beat North, the 0-1. Out at North, this one skied down the right field line. Going over is Lebahus, and he makes the play for the first out of the inning. Chris Butler, the first baseman, gets in. Butler knocked in a run with an RBI single earlier. Cats again out hit the Knights 5-2 here so far. Curveball in for a strike. Strike outside corner. Oh, 0-2. Stratton looks in. Peter hangs a sign. Here is that 0-2. Whips it outside, and it's 1-2 to the hitter, Butler. 1-2 the count. Stratton stares in. One and two to Butler. Stratton drops the glove and pours it home. Foul back into the screen. And Butler stays alive at 1-2. Cats up 5-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Stratton in command of this one here. And he gets ready to deal the 1-2. Here it is to Butler. Misses outside, and it is 2-2. Two and two to Butler. Stratton deals the 2-2. He got him, struck him out. 2 away here in the 5th. Stratton gets his 3rd strikeout. And Benny stands in. Here's the pitch. Popped up, out of play, straight back. Stratton with 2 outs brings it home. Strike at the knees. Oh, and 2 the count. Stratton peeks in. Gets the sign from Ross Peter. Time called. Stratton kicks back and comes home. Misses outside 1-2. 5-1 Cats here in the bottom of the 5th. Stratton 1 pitch away from getting out of this unscathed as well. The 1-2 plateward. Chop foul, third base side. So we'll try it again, 1-2 and holding to Bainey. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Stratton. Does not chase, and it's 2-2. Stratton deals the break even. Pounded back into left. Allbrand draws a beat on it and makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning. Knights once again retired in order here in the bottom of the 5th. 5-1 Cats. We'll take a break and we'll have more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS. Back to Bossy Field, top of the 6th we go. Cats on top 5-1 as Caleb Berger leads things off here against Orr, who came in to finish the last inning for Cam Tilley. Cats on top 5-1. They've out-hit the Knights 5-2. First pitch to Berger is a low breaking ball that dances in for a strike. So again, Tilley 4 2/3. 5 runs, 5 hits. The 0-1 to Berger. Frisbee's up there for a ball, 1-1. Cat's going to get Cody Morton up in the bullpen. If Stratton is underneath the pitch count, he can be back, for the Monday game should the Cats get there. Two 2-1 to Berger. High, train coming right behind the ballpark. Historic Bossy Field, and it is sure historic, I can tell you that. 3-1. Orr brings it home. Berger fists it foul toward the Castle dugout. 1 in the first for the Cats. Knights answer with 1 in the second. Then in the top of the 3rd, Cats got 2 to lead 3-1, then added on in the 5th with 2 more, up 5-1. The 3-2 to Berger. Again, stays alive. The 3-2. Berger pops it straight back. This one hit on the ground is short. Niehaus up with it, comes across, and he cuts down Berger by a half a step. 1 away.
Back to the top of the lineup, the second baseman, number 5, Cody Morton.
So back at the top in Cody Morton. Right down the middle. Away and 1. Hit down the third baseline, past the diving Bonnell. Over to cut it off is Bainey, and it is a base hit for Morton. His second of the night. First hit given up by the new pitcher, Orr. And here comes Eli Hope. So Terry Gilbert, a word with the first base umpire here. So here comes Eli Hope with one away here. He's not opposed to dropping one down here. Of course, Morton runs well at first. Bunt for a hit. Bonnell comes in. Cats lead 5-1. Or with the stretch. And they throw over. Back in time with the dive is Morton. Jasper up 5-1 here in the top half of the sixth inning. Bonnell in at third and off the line. He's in on the grass. They hold the runner on at first. Hof waits. He's going to bunt, pulls the bat back, takes a fastball high. Strike right at the knees there. Throw over, back is the base runner. The 1-1 here. Going to bunt again, bunts it foul. Lebehusen also working in the Wildcat pen. One and two to Eli Hope. They throw over. Hurley threw it down the right field line. The 1-2. Popped up into center field. Going back on it is Herman. Herman chasing it. Makes the catch deep into center field. As Hope gave it a ride. 2 away. He was on it. And here comes Connor Foley. He set the tone for the Wildcats in the top of the first with an absolute rocket to left center field. Throw over, back in time. Wallace would be next for the Cats. Oh, one delivery. Curveball in for a strike. So they called a 1-1 count here to Foley. Throw over, back in time, the base runner. Runner takes his lead. The 1-1 to Connor Foley. Curveball low, blocked by Lawson. 2-1 here. Cats with a runner at first. The pitch to Foley. Curveball up. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Foley lays off. It's 3-1 now. He's in a big time hitter's count right here. Here's the pitch to Foley. Caught the outside corner barely. The payoff to Foley. Chased it. First base was occupied. Well, not with 2 outs. He was running to second. And the strikeout completed by Orr. But the Cats still lead here, heading into the bottom of the 6th, 5-1 over Castle in this 4A sectional opener. We'll take a break and we'll come back after this. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Grant Stratton in command, firing 2-hit baseball. Niehaus, the leadoff man, stands in. He's 0 for 2. Grant kicks and deals. Fastball pumped right down central for a strike, and it is 0-1. Oh, 1. 1-1 the count. Herman and Bonnell the follow. Stratton brings it home. Fastball misses outside. Knights down 5-1 here in the home 6th. Stratton fires it. Inside corner, barely missed. 3-1. Again, Cats had bullpen action up earlier. Stratton drops the glove and throws a 3-1. Ball popped up left field, short left field. Hankey goes out. Allbrand comes in. It'll be Hankey waiting for it, and he'll grab it for the first out of the inning. So Stratton once again retires the first man he faces. And here comes Blake Herman. Curveball, bottom dropped out of that one. 0-1 here. Slapped into right. Lebehusen over to his right. Makes the play, 2 gone. Once again, a dominating pitching performance for Grant Stratton. So Bonnell will stand in here. He's 0 for 2, bottom of the 6th, Castle down 5-1. This one grounded to short or bounced to short. Hankey's throw, got it. 3 up, 3 down. Once again for the Knights in the bottom of the 6th. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Cats with a 5-1 lead. We'll break and have more right after this. Andrew Wallace leads things off here in the top of the 7th. Cats on top, 5-1 here. Fouled away. 0-1. Wallace, a big 2 RBI double his last time up. He is also singled in this game. Oh, 1 delivery. In for a strike. This is his first plate appearance against Orr. Called third strike. Dropped him a breaking ball. And here comes Ross Peter.
The catcher, number 10, Ross Peter.
Pitch in for a strike. Oh, and 1. That misses. So Peter brings it. That is low, or brings it to Peter, I should say. It's 2-1. Lebahusen would be next, or will be next. Cats lead 5-1. Big swing and a miss by Peter, and the count evens up at 2-2. Here it is. Low. Ross laid off that curveball. We're spun it up there. It's 3-2. Cats have out hit the night 6-2 here. Lead on the board 5-1. Here's the delivery. Walked him. So Peter, a one-out walk. Cats not opposed to adding on. Fourth walk for Castle pitching. First for Orr. Blake Mann will run at first base for Ross Peter here.
Coming in to run at first base for Jasper, number 12, Blake Mann. Now batting, the right fielder, number 6, Joe Lebahusen.
Lebahusen with one away. They throw over. Mann is back with the dive. Here's the pitch. And that is out of the zone. Once again, a throwback over. So Lebahusen trying to move the runner around. That's Mann with one away here in the top of the 7th. Cats on top 5-1, trying to win this sectional opener. They swept right through the mighty Syac. Trying to win the sectional. Check swing. First base side of the mound, and Orr can't handle it. It's an error. Second error of the game, and it's first and second now for the Cats with one out. And both errors have been about 50 feet in front of home plate, one on a bunt that they couldn't decide who wanted to field it. And now this one, here comes Grant Stratton. Or plateward. Fastball misses outside. Cats trying to finish this one off here and get into round 2 against North Orr Harrison on Saturday afternoon at 1. Semifinal action, the single game championship on Monday at noon, DuBois County time. Played early in the day in case they do get inclement weather. They can push it back, but the forecast looks good for Saturday and Monday. Later on tonight, who knows? The 1-0. Cats are going to get their game in. This one bunted out first base side. The catcher Lawson throws on, got it. But the runners do move up to second and third, and now Mann comes in to score as the Knights played around with the baseball. 6-1 Wildcats. Catch is getting aggressive. Stratton lays down the bunt, and the Cats score a run. They weren't just going to be satisfied with moving the runners up. Lebahusen goes up to third. I was looking down at the book to mark the sacrifice down, and the Wildcats keep the hammer down. Here comes Hankey with the runner at third. Curveball popped up in front of the pitcher's mound. Orr will grab it for the third out of the inning, but the Wildcats add on here in the top of the seventh. They lead 6-1 over the Knights. Last call for Castle. We're back with more Wildcat baseball right after this. Welcome back to Bosse Field. Play goes to the bottom half of the seventh inning. Kurt Gutgsell, Jeremy Markos at Bosse Field. Cats enjoying a 6-1 lead. Grant Stratton trying to shut it down. Lawson, the catcher, will stand in. Here's the first pitch to him. He pops it up down the left field line, twisting over. Allbrand will wait for it to come down. He'll grab it one away. Once again, Stratton goes right at the hitter with this lead and gets the pop-up to left field. One pitch, and he just pops him up. Cats have won 16 in a row heading into tonight's fray with the Knights, looking for their 25th win against 2 losses. Tilley, who was the starting pitcher, fouls this one back. Columbus East, New Albany, the 2 setbacks. Curveball misses. One and one. Stratton brings it home to Tilley. Fastball backs him up. In for a strike. The 2-2. Tilley hits it foul. Third base side, he stays alive. Two and two with one away. Tilley at the plate. Stratton looks into Ross Peter. He gets the sign and pumps it home. Curveball high. Three and two to Tilley. Once again, Stratton brings it plateward. Line drive into right center field. That'll get down for the third Castle hit of the game. Tilley serves it into right center, and the Knights still going here with one away. Double play ball could end this one real quick. Carter Hood, the second sacker for the Knights, stands in.
Second baseman number 24, Carter Hood.
Walker will run at first base for Tilley. Well, the Knights down to their last 2 outs here, or it'll be summer ball time for them. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. Cats trying to keep it going in the tournament. Foley in on the grass at third, off the line. Here's the pitch, ball low. Walker stays put at first base for Carter Hood. Probably a good double play candidate should the Wildcats field that ground ball. The 1-0, Stratton drops the glove, the stretch in the pitch. Line drive, right field. First and second now for the Night Nine. So they're not out of the game as of yet. Brian Kirchhoff will come out to the mound here, the Wildcat pitching coach, to talk to to Stratton and the rest of the Wildcat infield here. And the same situation holds true, the double play in order. So BK back to the third base dugout. Bonnell slaps it foul, left field line. He was trying to, Barrett, I should say, or Barnett. So 0-1 the count here. One and one. First and second for the Knights here with one away in the bottom of the seventh. Pitch high. Cats lead 6-1. Stratton trying to finish off a four-hitter here. Stratton comes with a belt, brings it home. High fastball, cut out and missed. It's 2-2. Two and two. Stratton looks in, brings it home. Curveball, strike three. So two away now for the Cats. Cat dugout ready to explode here as Butler, the first baseman, stands in. Still first and second for the Knights. Stratton works to Butler. Curveball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Stratton deals the 0-1 to Butler. Right down Main Street for a strike. It's 0-2. So Stratton looking to finish this one off. An 0-2 count to Butler with 2 outs here in the bottom of the seventh. The righty brings it home. Fouled off, struck him out, and the Wildcats win it. 6-1 over the Castle Knights. Grant Stratton, a complete game 4-hitter for the Wildcat baseball squad, and they're into the semifinals on Saturday afternoon. 6 runs on 6 hits and 1 error for the Wildcats. 1 run, 4 hits, and 3 errors for the Castle Knights. The Wildcats win their 17th straight. They are now 25-2 on the season. They will play the semifinals on Saturday against either North or Harrison. We'll have that game for you Sunday at 1 right here on 18 WJTS. Wildcats win it over the Knights 6-1 in the sectional opener. For Jeremy Markos, I'm Kurt Gutgsell saying good night from Bosse Field.
This has been an 18 WJTS presentation of high school sports.